Hello, my name is Raymond Karczewski, and I am a living Christ. I should like to ask you a question and ask you to ponder it deeply as it applies to you, and answer the question for yourself. The question is, how dumb are civilized people? This message comes to you from a living Christ. I use this word Christ purposefully to demonstrate the effects that satanic mind control has upon intellectually driven, civilized people, such as yourselves. How many of you understand that who you truly are, the very depth of your being, what your purpose in living in this life, on this earth, is all about? Do you understand yourself? Do you understand your purpose? How many of you consider yourselves to be truly intelligent? How many of you are, in fact, truly intelligent, objectively intelligent? How many of you practice daily deceptions in all of your relationships while hiding behind masks to conceal your own self-imaged wretchedness from being discovered by others who also wear satanic masks in a costume-balled earthly existence? From that clear basis of division, doubt, fear, and deception, how many of you actually have found happiness in your lives? Do you even know what happiness is? Or is it merely an impossible dream that you dream? How do you feel about what I have just said to you? Does it disturb you? Does it make you angry because your feelings have been hurt? What does that reaction tell you? Have I not pandered enough to your ego expectations to give you temporary respite from your eternal pain and confusion, your self-doubt? Did you not receive the proper level of entertainment that you deemed necessary to at least cause you to listen or pay attention to what is being said? Did you need a spoonful of sugar to help the medicine go down? That laugh, that is the secret of entertainment, which diverts you from the realities of your life that you will not face. I will tell you what I see by such behavior. I see the specter of ignorance, limited intellectual abilities, pretentious illusions which worship satanic images by slaves who cannot do anything by themselves without permission, without authorization from those they seek their security from. What is it that you are enslaved to? Is it not dead, graven images of memory-based icons of idols, celebrity, of people, of power? Where do you fit in all that? You well know, don't you? When was the last time that you actually knew what truth was, let alone lived it, spoke it, was it? This is not a judgment on my part. It is an actual observable fact of how civilized men and women live their lives, how the vast majority of you live your lives. You, they are victims of satanic mind control, which forms your worldviews. You worship good ideas and have disdain for the living truth. Such mind control creates divisions by sex, status, nationality, religion, countries, cultures, and on and on and on and on. You are trained automatons, robots, mechanical beings trained to worship and serve a satanic system, one which terrorizes you, makes you doubt yourselves, demands your life, your assets, your children, your body, your soul. All that must be pledged by you to illusory thought-based institutions called government and religion. Isn't that a fact of what you are, what you have always been as far as you can recall? You tune into the media to get your ideas about what's happening in the world. You are beaten down through fear, through doubt, and self-imagined incapacity and incompetency. That mind control scenario is going on full tilt at the present time with the threat of World War III, or at least world war in the Middle East. Not to mention martial law in the streets of America, the revocation of your freedom, and your possible imprisonment in relocation, re-education camps, which are no more than mind control indoctrination facilities. And what do? You just cave in to it. Set aside all your rationalizations and admit it. Is that not your life I'm speaking of? I, Raymond Ronald Karchevsky, a living Christ, am living in your world. I am not of it. That makes me an outsider to your hellbound world. That is why my energy is so different from any other that you are exposed to on the internet. That is what makes you so angry. Well, that's something you're going to have to face. It is very clear that the resistance and the unrelenting attacks upon my message of hell transcendence, the transition from intellectual bondage to divine awareness, is not readily acceptable by you and yours. You prefer the security of worshiping the conditioned, dead image of an idea, a legend, a myth that you believe to be Christ, to that of the truths which are actually communicated to you by a living Christ. Jesus of Nazareth also had the same problem with the people of his time, where they were in bondage to their own indoctrinated thought. And his mission, as is mine, is to break you loose from that mind control that keeps you in bondage of slavery to those who control you. Hell, isn't it? It's a hell that you're going to have to face. continue to suffer till you are caught up with the carnage that awaits you for your lack of solving your problem. You are all sovereign men and women who have been birthed at, through your unalienable rights gifted you by God, and it is also gifted you as the creator of government and religions, for they are merely thoughts that you hold in your mind, that you have thought of, you can unthink. And the constant cluttering of noisy thoughts which bind you to your chains of slavery, and watch those chains dissolve. You have that power. I, this living Christ, have demonstrated it in my real life experiences with the state of Oregon and the county of Josephine, Oregon, in Oregon. Yet that didn't seem to budge you. So what's it going to take? A man long ago, a patriot, once said, "Give me liberty or give me death." Do not follow that policy. Settle for liberty and liberty alone. There is no need for a violent revolution. All you have to do is boycott the satanic organizations that rule you. Remove your sustenance, remove your provision, your assets, your tithing, your taxes. Watch how your life changes and how life in general changes. Thank you for your time.